Okay, we are told for question 6 that three angles are in the ratio 2 to 3 to 7. The smallest of these angles is 60 degrees. Show that the three angles will fit together at a point with no gaps. Now, if they're in the ratio 2 to 3 to 7, then, and the smallest angle is 60, we know that two parts must equal 60. So one part must equal 30. Okay, so now we could fill these angles out. They're 60, 3 times 30 would be 90, and 7 times 30 would be 210. Okay, so these must be the angles. Now, to show that angles fit together, we've got three angles, okay? So I'm going to draw three angles out here. They're supposed to be three angles, okay? So I'm just going to group these. Now, for these angles to fit together at a point with no gaps, well, here, I've just drawn three at random here, okay? Now let's see if these fit together with no gaps. That angle there, that angle there. So we'd have that angle there, and we'd have, let's say, that angle there. Now, do these fit together with no gaps? No. In order for them to fit together with no gaps, they must add up to 360. They must go round a point. So to show that these fit together, if they add up to 360, then they would fit together with no gaps. So if we check what they add to, if we do this calculation, we get 360 degrees. So what we mean by that is actually these angles, however they look, they must add up to 360 degrees. They must add together to be a point. So therefore, fit with no gaps at a point. So for angles to meet at a point without gaps, they must add up to 360 degrees. That's just a rule you need to know. And we're done in that regard. Now for part B, two angles form a straight line. Now let's draw a picture for this. There's a straight line. Two angles form a straight line. One of them is x plus 30, we're told. Right? Write down an expression for the size of the other angle. Give your answer in simplest form. Well, what is this angle given that they're on a straight line? Well, it must be 180 subtract x plus 30, which is 180 subtract x subtract 30, which would be 150 subtract x. So therefore this angle must be 150 subtract x degrees in its simplest form. Okay, so that would be how you work out this. Make sure you use the rules 180 subtract that angle, and then you simplify it to get the second mark.